check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't stay much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't stay much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. And tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in prime time, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the New York Giants. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. And they come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson apparently a little unsure of things, so he'll call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson now. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try to match his athleticism.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Let's go. 72. Let's go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Cougar 19, 18, right here.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he will have the Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Giants at 4-3, a game over 500. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside. And he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Mustang 19, 19 Lions.
They'll look to throw here. He's got a man, complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team. as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. To the 22-yard line. We talk about this Giant defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Abdul Carter in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Here we go, set. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Here's 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Pioneer.
He'll look to throw. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
After 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 6 yards away. And the Giants have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They scored again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Jackson from the shotgun. Now he'll tuck this and run. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brent, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. Well, he will have a first down here at about the 40. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Ball caught by his rookie wideout. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
First down, here's Mitchell. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. They go play action with Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
180.
Booker on first down. And that That didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this will be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Jackson. To the sideline and incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Back to it now after the made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
19 Tiger. Street.
Now they'll run on the draw. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to turn here, he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Now back to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Let's go.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Come on, set. Cowboy 80. Big lion. Banjo. Let's go.
He'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
18 Pioneer. 79 Bronco.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. 60, 18 left, 18 left. Warrior 70. Take off.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Theo Johnson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one by the line of scrimmage.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's fourth down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
2 yards. And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Looking to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. To try here for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates. 18 Rebel. 18 Rebel.
Back to throw here. Thomas brings it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Here we go, Shaq. Viking 18. Go, Rick, go.
Hands it off out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
18, Buffalo 18. Panther 11. Mustang 19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
Back to throw now on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hawk, shut up. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They're going to look to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
19 Lion. 19 18.
They'll look to throw again. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a handoff running through the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Ready. Panther 60. Go. Take up.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
70 Timberwolf. Are you kidding me? Cup 19. Cup 19. What's going on, guys? Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start out on the ground with Booker. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they bring him down shy of the 20. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now Lamar changing the play. From the gun, it's Jackson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So Game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Let's go, Warriors 70, Cougar 19.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll throw incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Right back to Mitchell here. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Now Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the Giants' 36-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 5. Mitchell now off the option.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy, sometimes having to hang out all day.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Abdul Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
He's got him in, complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Now, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Jackson. This is Booker on the dump off. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Jackson from the shotgun. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Got a man that's caught for a Ravens touchdown. From 10 yards out.
And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Y'all got to pump my taste. Y'all can't pump my basic.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. To about the 23. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Half the 60, half the 60. Check out.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Ready?
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Second and 11 now.
Let's go now.
One back in the back. And he lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting it.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Play action. Now Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
They go play action with Jackson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants.
Well, if you step back and look at this CD